Victoryday. As always, I'm honored and I'm humbled to be here. Unfortunately, my mother, comrade, Akua and Jerry, she couldn't be here physically, but she's here in solidarity. Other members of the organization, I'm honored to chair the Black Panther Party Cubs. The organization is carrying the legacy of the Black Panther Party, which was started in Oakland, California, October 15, 1966. I'm fortunate to follow from a tree of two freedom fighters, that of Chairman Fred Hampton, who was the deputy chairman for the state of Illinois, the Black Panther Party, who was assassinated, and we stress that term, assassinated with Defense Captain Mark Clark, December the 4th, 1969. We say it's a tough act to follow with the Black Panther Party, or our organization, our work, when we say we attempt to not walk in their footsteps, but their Panther paw steps. This stage in the game we in right now, I just was commenting the other day, I said it's like the era of the 60s, like mixing on steroids. And it's terrible, but it's fine. It's terrible, but it's fine, because a lot of times people talk about such dynamics with Chairman Fred, who authored the Rainbow Coalition. People say, well, and we connect the dots between colonized communities. It's under such intense times, we define these principal coalitions. I'm a former political prisoner also. I did a little bit under 9 years, just about every concentration camp in the state of Illinois. Hit the ground when I was released, or as we say, unleashed, hit the ground running. My comrade, my sister Kanahus, we've been, internationally moving around, and I feel fortunate. I feel extremely fortunate the fact that her father, my father, they touched down in so-called Canada for us. So again, we understand that we're going to take some hits, but in the spirit of a protracted struggle. Again, protracted struggle. This ain't we didn't get put in this situation overnight. We're not going to get up out of it overnight. But it's days like this, the turns, the greetings, when we say Happy Victory Day, it's important that we make sure that we understand that we done made some hits too. Because this system, the colonizer, they will flip the script, or they will give us a narrative that we have never been victorious. And in fact, it's a tactic in India. They say in India, when they train the elephants, they say if the trainer steps on a cup or something of the sort, and the elephant steps on a similar cup, and he sees that, or he or she, that elephant sees that particular elephant has to be transferred or murdered. Reason being, because the fact that this elephant makes the connection, like, wait a minute, how are we taking orders from you? So it's similar to the tactics of the colonizer. They will never give us the stories, the real deal stories of us having victory. So it's important that we do it. We don't get comfortable. We don't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And we remember that term, protracted struggle. And we also recognize the importance of coalition building, especially in times like this. We don't romanticize it either. A lot of times people say, well, we gonna all come together, just love. We will have differences. If the Black Panther Party said differences amongst the people are reconcilable. Differences amongst the people are reconcilable. However, difference between the people in the state, difference between the people in the system are irreconcilable. Right on? Right on. In other words, in plain layman's terms, whatever struggle we have, before I was saying that, we had to be very clear who the people are, what the system is. And again, they were colonizing us. Field Marshal George Jackson of the Black Panther Party said capitalism not only affects the economy, but it affects the psyche of the people. It not only affects the economy, but it affects the psyche of the people. And the reality is, in battle, we're gonna do some cold things. We gotta struggle not to become a cold people. We would never become them. We would never become them, because they'll still win. If we become them. So we're gonna maintain who we are. We clear who we are. You know what I'm saying? Maintain who we are, and again, recognize again that we have to have principal coalitions, be clear and confident who we are. And in days like this here, this is tied into every year. I make sure I get down here. My sister comrade, and we done did the battlefield. They come to Chicago August 30th for Chairman Fred's birthday. And when people see this, because the deal is, this system has done such a job with its propaganda, with the Tarzan movies, the John Wayne movies, and so on and so forth. I recall when our comrades came through Chicago and Maywood, a lot of people say, man, it's the chairman. We didn't even know that there was Indians, excuse me, chairman, the natives, the indigenous people are still fighting. They didn't know that. And I said, so it's inspiring people to see that, to see the resistance is still happening. It's right on? Right on. Resistance is still happening, you know what I'm saying? And of course, the ruling class, the colonizers, they're not going to report that. But we have to turn such as the code of culture. We say we got with that code of culture, so there's too many of us people in Sing prison for rappers, artists, just talking some bling bling. We're the tied in struggle. We're the tied into our conversations on the barbershops, the reservations, the ghettos, the bar. It's not a certain time when it's politically correct. Right now, a lot of people are seeing intense situations where they're talking about terms like tariffs. They talking about immigration, so on and so forth. But resistance has become a way of life with us. They say in Nazi Germany, they say if the children, the victims of the gas chamber in Nazi Germany, if they do not know about the gas chamber, they say you are committing child abuse. They say they tell their children about it. So we have to be aware of not in defeatist, not in demoralizing way, but tell our children, tell our communities every day on our relationships. We go out on the movies, the parties. We have again, wherever we at, tie this in and make sure we balance it out. We just don't talk about the hits we done took because we can become engaged in defeatism. We make sure we talk about, we greet each other. We say, man, happy Victory Day. We say we're proud. We hold our chest out. You know what I'm saying? We hold our fist up. We be proud about that. Right on? Happy Victory Day again. Right on. In the spirit of solidarity, the Black Panther Party Cubs, we heal, we in solidarity. Again, the people united will never be defeated. Power to the people, free them all.